let's talk about gear, what we're carrying and what we're wearing.
So we're going to be sharing our gear that we'll be taking on the trip with us. So the big item here, we have my backpack, and this is an REI Co-op Flash, women's, size small. We've taken off a lot of the extra straps and
hip belt pockets.
Thank you, hip belt pouches. Just to kind of make it lighter. It does make it lighter and also not as cumbersome. It saved us 6 ounces per pack by stripping it. So every ounce makes a difference. We have our own hand sanitizer. So that is the backpack, 2 side pockets, front pouch. We also took off the brain because we're each going to be carrying belly pouches for our everyday or throughout the day items. We each have a sit pad for when we stop and eat, stop and rest. We have the poncho. This is actually a cover for myself as well as the pack. So it drapes over all of it when it's raining. We've tested this out in Vermont and it works great. Belly pouch. We have our head net, knife, headlamp, Anchor Bluetooth headphones, lighter, chapstick, and lightweight sunglasses. In addition, some snacks that I might be carrying along the way. Our first aid kit, Afterbite, eye drops, ibuprofen, Pepto-Bismol with wrapped in Leukotape, feminine products. These are some probiotics, Tylenol, tenacious tape for repairs, some more chapstick, never have too much chapstick, Aquifer ointment, a couple of safety pins for any blisters or anything you may need to repair, some scissors, sunscreen stick, my medicine, my monthly medicine, and some bandages. So this is our bathroom kit. We have our bidet, some toilet paper, bug repellent, face wipes, a couple of towels, one for myself to carry with my pee funnel, and then one for the bidet. We have some Camp Suds soap, trowel, and another little lightweight towel. And then these items are for just keeping in the backpack that we won't need throughout the day. We're still debating. We have some bandanas if we want to put those on our backpack or keep them here for any additional kind of towel needs. Repair kit. We have our toothpaste, toothbrushes, some floss, some string for the tent if we want to tent up to trees, or as clothesline, just kind of spare. A little hairbrush for me, a couple of compasses, another towel, and a cork ball for relaxing and stretching out the muscles. These bread bags, we actually were watching Evan's backpacking, and he suggested using these as to keep your feet dry. So we've been saving some bread bags, and we'll take those along the way. We have our batteries. This is a 20,000 milliamp Anchor battery. We have some charging cords, a wall port, and another charging cord for our phones. For our water filtration, we have a CNOC bag to fill up at the water source. And then we have a 5-liter, 1.3 gallon water storage bag. And then a Sawyer, is this the Sawyer Squeeze?
Mm-hmm.
Sawyer Squeeze water filter.
With the adapter on it.
With the adapter.
We're going to run through some of the group gear. We are both going to carry one of these Cuban fiber food bags. Inside one of the food bags is going to be the cook kit. That consists of 2 of these pouches, which we made out of Reflectex. These are sized to hold quart-size freezer Ziploc bags. Then we have our pot. Now this is an Oil Camp 1-liter pot. And inside we can actually fit the large fuel can. we go. So this is a 1 liter pot. It's aluminum. It has a heat exchanger on the bottom, and it has the silicone coated handles on the top. We have a full fuel can inside. This is one of the larger size fuel cans. This is a 220 gram fuel can. So that can fit in there. We have the little BRS stove, and we have a little tiny lighter. So this cook kit is going to go inside the food bag. We also have 2 titanium long-handled spoons. Okay. Each of us are also going to be carrying one of the 28-ounce Powerade bottles, and we also are going to be carrying a 1 liter bottle. This one is that brand, but it's kind of like the Smart Water bottle. This thread pattern can thread onto the Sawyer.
So this is a 3F Lanshan 2 tent, 2-person double wall tent. So we have that in our, we put it in a larger stuff sack by Hyperlite just to make it easier to pack into our backpack. We have the steaks also in a, this is from Light AF bag. And we have 2, what is the?
These are carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber tent poles, and we've added some rubber posts at the top because we found that when we were setting up the tent, it was actually slipping from the kind of little pocket that the tent has. So we put some rubber pads on there to hopefully keep that from sliding so that it doesn't pop out. So we have 2 of those for each end of the tent. And so for our sleep system, we have an Exped double wide tapered pad, insulated pad for the both of us. So it's a really good size for the 2 of us, even if we're just lying down, and then again tapers at the foot. So this is a 100% silk liner from Rab is the company. This will go within our sleeping bag. It has actually been customized to fit mummy shaped so that it will fit nice and comfortable in our sleeping quilt. So this will keep our quilt clean, and we'll be able to just put this in the washing machine. So this will get dirty and the sleeping quilt will stay nice and clean. For our pillows, we each have 2 pillows. We have a couple of C2 Summit. We do have an Agile Gear. I believe this came off of Amazon. And then we have a Trekology, another one that we got off Amazon. So 2 larger ones and then 2 smaller ones. We tend to just need the extra height while we're sleeping. Oh, this is the bag that goes with this is a sack. Yeah, it's a bag to help inflate the mattress. So you just collect air and then you push it in. It takes about 3 to 4 for each side. These are actually individual. Each side has its own nozzle to be able to fill up with air. So if I need it harder, he needs softer, vice versa, we can actually adjust. But it also is great for putting everything in as a stuff sack. And then for our sleeping quilt, these are 2 quilts that were purchased at Costco, and they were sewn. So Paws sewed them together and then created a foot box, created a draft collar for in between us, as well as a few clips so that we can clip on to the pad. So this can go over the Exped pad, and then we can clip this in so that if we move underneath it, this will stay put. So it will allow us to stay warm and not have any drafts. So that is our sleep system. So the top row here, we have Paws' clothes. We have a short sleeve wool icebreaker t-shirt, a fishing shirt from AftGo, which we find to be really beneficial for keeping bugs out as well as keeping the sun off of our arms. I have to say we've tested out so many different outfits. We finally settled on something that works. So this is a long sleeve fishing shirt with a hood. Also keeps the bugs out. We have our midweight layer, which is a fleece from Decathlon. This is his mid-weight layer. For tops, we have some high trail design. We actually have one buff that we cut in half, so we're sharing those. Fleece hat, hat to keep out sun, wind, as well as a balaclava to keep our head warm. Pair of gloves. We each have 2 pairs of socks. One that we'll be wearing, and then a spare in case it gets wet. We each have 2 pairs of compression shorts. These are Exofficios. We have some Darn Tough socks, liner socks. We each have a pair of Dirty Girl gaiters. And we are also wearing Drskin. We found these to be the lightest layer for the legs. This is what we'll be wearing, again, to keep the bugs out and to keep any sun out off of our skin. And then a pair of shorts for town or over the Drskin as well for some extra layer. And then for myself, what I'll be wearing, short sleeve Decathlon wool shirt. I also have a fishing shirt, light blue, and we've also added these snaps. Just in case it gets too windy, we can actually snap it tight a little bit. My mid-weight layer is a Merrell fleece grid, hooded. I do have an extra pair of Exofficio underwear as well as a sports bra from Decathlon. My gloves from Kui. The buff, I have some branded hats, my fleece hat and sun hat, as well as my balaclava. And then liner socks, 2 pairs of Darn Toughs. My compression shorts, I found these to be just the easiest and best for when I'm hiking. My pair of Drskin, again, so great, lightweight, white, so hopefully it'll keep any sun off. My Dirty Girl gaiters, and my shorts will be used for any around town errands and things that we might need to do. So this is all items that we'll be wearing as the days go on. For carrying, because I know I'm only going to be using them at camp, I have a pair of Cuddle Duds, which are for sleeping, just in case, because even if it's in the 60s, I can get really cold. I have a pair of North Face windbreaker pants. David also has a pair of the same thing. And then a really super lightweight windbreaker that can go over everything as my layering. This is my windbreaker. We have omitted the warm weather stuff, obviously, or sorry, the cold weather, because obviously we are hiking in the summer. So we gave all of our cold weather gear to someone to mail to us, whether that be Virginia, the Smokies. Whenever we start to see the temperatures drop, they'll mail that to us, and I will include that in that video because we've already sent it out. Things got a little stuck. So we have an extra layer of protection, and now I have the sleep system down in there, and my little helper. And now we have my clothing bag, so that's going to go in on top of the sleep system. Push that down.
And now we're packed up and ready to go.